Hello, this is David Newman, and welcome to the Orchestral Tools Instrumentation Series. Today we're going to speak about the trumpet. Obviously, the trumpet is a hugely important instrument in film music. Just think of the beginning of Star Wars, or if you want to go back a little bit, think about the trumpet fanfare in the 20th Century Fox logo, which my father, Alfred Newman, wrote in 1935, which has become ubiquitous and hopefully will stay ubiquitous. The trumpet has always been a mainstay in film music. I think there are other interesting uses for a trumpet in terms of its range, because it has a range of a little below middle C to pretty high up, a couple of octaves, maybe even a little bit higher. It also has a wide range of mutes, which you can use to all kinds of dramatic and comedic effects. So let's dive a little bit into the trumpet and the piccolo trumpet. Today's orchestras use two models of trumpets: the French or American version with piston valves, including the higher sounding piccolo trumpet with piston valves, and the German version with rotary valves. Each version exists in various keys. The American version is B flat, C, and as a piccolo trumpet in high F or high B flat. The German version is in F or B flat. Basically, the trumpet consists of three parts: the trumpet tube, the bell with the valves, the mouthpiece, and the tuning slide for the general tuning of the instrument. The tone is created by pressing the lips against each other so that they start to vibrate when blowing. This vibration is amplified by the tube. This tube can be extended by the valves. The middle valves lowers the pitch by a semitone, the first valve by a whole tone, and the third valve lowers the note by a minor third. In combination with the natural tone series, every note can be achieved. Since the classical period, the trumpet generally has been used in the orchestra for forte passages. It did not matter if those passages were of majestic, threatening, warlike, noble, or solemn nature. The trumpet was used solely for its strength and its brilliance whenever a powerful sound was required. In the Romantic era, with the invention of valves and the refinement of the construction, the usage became more differentiated. The trumpet, historically used to increase the orchestra's dynamic force in the higher tone range, was now more often being used in passages of piano and pianissimo. These softer lines are almost always of some kind of solemn character, while the usage of the trumpet in forte or fortissimo passages is additionally associated with noble or majestic moods, as well as menacing, martial, or exciting images. Generally, one can say that the American and the French trumpet have a brighter but harder sound, whereas the German trumpet sounds softer and therefore more noble. The standard range of the C trumpet is from F-sharp 3 to C6 or F-sharp 2 to C5 after the MIDI definition used in our sampled instruments. The piccolo trumpet's range is from D4 up to G6 or D3 up to D5 after the MIDI definition used in our sample instruments. The lower register delivers a dark and substantial sound, which is often used in passages of dark, scary, or threatening character. The middle register provides a brilliant and full sound that cannot be achieved by any other instrument. It is the typical trumpet sound always expected when the music becomes majestic and solemn. The sound character of the upper register can be described as bright and shrill. This is mostly used in scenes of danger or high tension. The vibrato is created by movements in lips, diaphragm, and larynx, and is producing variations in pitch and/or volume. Depending on the speed and phrasing of the music you're playing, different tongue techniques are required. Starting with the single tongue articulating a ta, double and triple tonguing for faster sequences of notes can be played by articulating ta-ga or ta-ga-ta. By fluttering the tongue between the lips, a piercing and overstated sound can be produced we call flutter tonguing. By putting a mute inside the bell of the instrument, very special and different sounds can be achieved. The cup mute creates a funny, comic sound as if the player would play inside of an iron box or through a telephone. Playing with a straight mute sounds pressed, narrow, and not very loud. It sounds distant. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will look at some of this literature of the use of the trumpet in Star Wars, the 20th Century Fox fanfare, and a myriad of other concert pieces that you can check it out. We'll see you soon.